everyone. I'm Alexandra Adams. We are live behind the streaming news desk. I'm joined by Chief Meteorologist Lisa Spencer. And Lisa, it's a conversation that I think we're going to see for the next few weeks. This winter storm that really just rocked the Midstate, and not even just the Midstate, it was widespread. We're talking about damages and outages, power outages that people are still dealing with now. What is your take as a meteorologist? Have you ever seen anything quite like this?
It's been a really long time since I've been a part of an ice storm that's this bad. And I know we talked about 94 as kind of being a benchmark. We had a few other ones. I remember several years ago, Cookeville had a tremendous ice storm that, I mean, it brought down so many trees. I mean, you can still see the landscape there because of that. So it's just devastating
Yeah.
in this part of it because we have so many gorgeous trees here,
Yeah.
and so we're going to remember this one for a long time. I mean, it looks like a winter wonderland out there right now. I just know when I go Christmas shopping, you always look for those cool little branches
Yes.
with the icicles on them. Well, we have them here for us, but they are going to leave behind such tree damage.
I know. What are people telling you? I know people have been reaching out to me on social media saying, "Do we have any updates about, power outages?" It's very fluid.
It is, and I know that our linemen are working so very hard, and they're making improvements, but power is still out at my house.
Yeah.
And it's hard. You're worried that your pipes are going to freeze, so we're doing all those things, letting the pipes drip, and also or the faucets drip. We've been using a gas fireplace.
Oh,
a
yeah,
gas
if you have that,
stove.
yeah.
I mean, those things help. I told my husband tonight. I said, look, if we still don't have power tonight, while I'm at work, could you please go buy us a couple of really big lights that are
Yeah.
battery operated? Because you're walking around with your little lamp,
Right.
your little flashlight.
What's your thermostat at the last time you checked it?
Oh, it was 46 degrees
Wow.
in the house. And when we're there, we won't leave any of that stuff going while we're not there. But when we're there, unbelievable how we've kept it in the 60s just from a gas burning fireplace.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm going to pull up the NES outage map here so people can get a better perspective in some of these numbers. I know, like Lisa just mentioned, these crews are out here working really hard to try and get this power restored. So we are at, it looks like more than 130,000 still without power. And you've got to think, Lisa, too, this isn't just people, these are families in these
Right.
homes.
Yes.
So it's
Families.
really impactful.
It is, and I know many families have gone to hotels. I know several neighbors in my neighborhood, they just packed all the kids and the dogs up and headed to a hotel because it's so cold for
Yeah.
the children. It really is. And our hotels are all full around
Yeah.
the area with that. Just trying to find a break. And then, of course, there are warming shelters for folks who, maybe that's not accessible to them. Plus, so many of our hotels are full. And just to let you know, weather-wise, we're still going to be dealing with these cold temperatures for days to come because even though we're going to see our highs right around the freezing point, 32, 33 degrees, I mean, these morning lows are going to be down in the teens. So every time we get one step forward with a little melting,
Yeah.
it's all going to refreeze what's left out there the night before. And something I encountered too today, Alexandra, was I was headed into the car
Yeah.
to head to work, and I heard this big crash. And just 10 feet away, it was ice coming off the roof that had melted
my
enough.
goodness.
And that's scary.
It is.
Because you can be hit by that.
Actually, similar to that situation, I was driving into work today, first time pulling my car out since Friday,
Yes.
and I was on 65, and a Jeep's ice from their car flew at me, the ice missiles. I mean, you got to clear the cars, too, if you're making your way out. It's so scary, just how quickly it can happen.
That's right. And so we need to be responsible. If our cars have ice on them, you need to get that off so that
Yes.
you're not endangering the person behind you. And I had a viewer also email me about, please tell everybody don't get too close to those 18-wheelers
Yeah.
because they could have ice on the top of that come off. So, it's really dangerous out there when it's traveling. Not only the roads being slick, but the ice coming off. And, we've just continued to get school closings in.
Yes, I was going to ask you about
Yeah.
that.
And
Snowbird's busy with you.
Very busy. I mean, Davidson has called out for Wednesday and also Thursday, so they're out today and then continuing Wednesday and Thursday. And if you ever in doubt about your school, we have that Snowbird report. You can find it on the app. You can find it on our website.
Yeah.
And then we're usually scrolling those things during our newscast for sure at the bottom of the screen. So there's several ways you can get that information. But as they announce them, we'll be passing that along to folks too.
And your expert advice is so key here. Do you think we're going to see some of these school closings linger into next week? Anybody?
It's possible. It's hard to say because each school district makes their own
Sure.
decision. But I will tell you this: we're watching closely another storm system, and I know Friday we're going to get another shot of cold air. So we'll be only in the 20s for those afternoon highs, and then we're going to drop back down to like 10 degrees
My
for a morning
goodness.
low on Friday. And then there's another system that is going to bring snow to the Rockies. Not the Rockies, excuse me. I'm on the wrong side. The Smokies.
Yeah,
And so if that does so, we could see that move one way or the other, and maybe that would be in our forecast. But too early to say. Lisa did not say we're getting snow.
Okay.
I said we are watching a system that could bring some snow to at least East Tennessee. So we're going to watch that closely, and we'll of course let you know.
I think there's this fatigue already setting in, right?
I'm tired.
I know, I know you are. I know. I feel like a lot of people are just like, at least if they can get the power back, there'll be some sense of, normalcy.
Right.
Yeah.
And we can get the kids back in school, which would be great for
Yeah.
them. And we've had a lot of people asking us about these loud booms they
Yes,
heard.
yes.
Yeah.
The frost quakes.
The frost quakes. Some people call them ice quakes, but they're like a mini earthquake in a way. And just the science behind it. We had a lot of rain, freezing rain, I might
Yes.
add, and that moisture soaked into the ground. Well, of course, it's freezing, and when it freezes, it expands. So it expanded, and now it's putting pressure on that soil around it. So we're getting those cracking noises,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's not dangerous. I mean, everything's fine, but that's what's making that noise.
It's a little eerie.
Yeah, it is eerie.
Yeah.
But sometimes it sounds like maybe a tree fell on your house.
Yes,
which is
yes.
pretty scary. But it's also just those quakes. So that hopefully it's not a tree on your house. We have been having a lot of those frost quakes. Last night we got a lot of people saying they had them.
Yeah. And then too, you drive through some of these neighborhoods, right? You're seeing so many trees down. Like you were talking about this conversation earlier, we were just seeing these limbs down. I saw some on cars. I think some people in my neighborhood, they wanted to save themselves the hill, right? They
Yes.
left their cars down, and now some of them unfortunately have tree limbs on them.
Oh my goodness.
They're trying to do the right thing, and then the trees got the cars.
Double whammy on that
right.
one.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I'm going to pull up our website. We have a web article I think is very helpful that they've been updating, giving some live updates about what is going on when it comes to those recovery efforts. I'm going to pull it up. Here it is for you guys. They are updating. Our digital team is doing a great job. Oh, there we are, right here live. But yeah, they're doing live updates about just everybody here in the Midstate, what they're seeing. I mean, this update from Franklin, it looks like the reports of large chunks of ice falling from power lines. That's something else. All the big thaw almost, right?
Yes, it is the big fall out there.